Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are doing good. This is your lecture for physics, unit 5 gravitation. The date is 10 December 2020 and the day is Wednesday. The learning outcomes for this lectures are students, you will be able to calculate the mass of earth by using the law of gravitation, and you can also able to understand the exercise questions 5.3, 5.4 and 5.5. So class, as we are discussing about unit 5 gravitation, our main topic is 5.2 mass of the earth. So what we are going to do in this topic, we will calculate the mathematical form of mass of earth, right? For this we have to look at the figure. Consider a body of mass m on the surface of the earth. So class, if you see the figure 5.4, you have seen on the surface of the earth mass m is placed, which we represent by small m. Let the mass of the earth be me and the radius of the earth be r. So class, we have take the mass of earth as me and we take the radius of the earth as capital R, because radius is from the center to the to this end point of the circle, right? So in the case of mass of earth, the r is the radius of the earth. The distance of the body from the center of the earth will also be equal to the radius of the earth, r of the earth. So class, as we know that if we have to take the distance between two objects, the one object is small mass me and the other is capital Me, which is the mass of the earth. The distance between them is represented by r. It is also the radius of the earth, and it is also the distance between the m and the me. According to the law of gravitation, the gravitational force F of the earth acting on a body is given by. So class, all of you know that the law of gravitation is F is equals to capital G m1 m2 by d square, right? This is the mathematical form of law of gravitation. But if we consider the mass of the earth over here and the other mass small m, and if we discuss the force of gravitation between these two objects, which is the earth and the other any object mass m, we can write it as F is equals to G m me by r square, right? We can substitute the value according to our the data which is given to us, right? So we name this equation as 5.3, which is the force of gravitational force between the earth and the object that is placed on the surface of the earth. If you see figure 5.4, weight of a body is equal to the gravitational force between the body and the earth. Obviously we know that W is equals to mg, right? Now our basic aim is to calculate the mathematical form of mass of earth. So we again consider the previous equation, the force of gravitation of the earth. What we write this equation again, which is F is equals to G m me by r square. But the force with which earth attracts a body toward its center is equal to its weight. All of you know that the weight is a force by which it attracts the objects toward the earth, and you know that W is always equals to mg, and you know that W is also a force, so we can write F is equals to W, which is equals to mg. So if we compare equation 5.3 and 5.4, we can write it as mg is equals to capital G m me by r square. If you see equation 5.5, we know that this small m and this small m, they can be cancelled out with each other because they are after the equal sign, and we left with G is equals to capital G me by r square. Now with the help of equation 5.6, we can calculate the mass of the earth. How we can calculate the mass of the earth? We just arrange the values and we get the mass of the earth. What we have to do? We have to do the cross multiplication in equation 5.6. So G is already there. We can take r square on the other side, as r square is in denominator. When we will move after the equal sign, it will come in the numerator. sorry, r is in denominator. When we move it after the equal sign, it will come in the numerator, and this g is in numerator. When we place it after the equal sign, it will become in the denominator, right? So after substituting the arranging the value in a proper order, we get me is equals to r square g by g. This is basically the mathematical form of mass of the earth, and this is the formula for the mass of earth, right? Now the mass of the earth can be determined on putting the values in equation 5.7. So class, we have the formula which we have derived in the previous slide, which is me is equals to r square into g by capital G. This is the mass of the earth which we have derived in equation 5.7 in the previous slide, right? So what we have to do, we just substitute the values to get the value of mass of the earth. So r is basically the radius of the earth. So the radius of the earth is always known because it is already calculated, and its value is 6.4 into 10 raised to power 6 meter. This is basically the value of the radius of the earth, and you have to memorize this value of the radius of the earth, right? So if we place the value, substitute the value of r square over here, we get 6.4 into 10 raised to power 6 meter whole square, because, and we place meter over here because meter is a unit of radius, multiply by 10 meter per second square. 10 meter per second square, you all know this is the value for g, which already you know from unit 2, right? Then the gravitational constant, which we have discussed in the 2 lectures before, the value for G is 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Class, you also have to memorize this value because this is the constant and you must know it to solve the different problems, right? So after placing these value and doing calculation, you get the mass of earth, which is 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kg. This is the mass of the earth, right? So the mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kg, which we have calculated by putting the values of the in the required parameters, right? So class, this is your homework and you have to do these questions in your notebook, and these questions are from your exercise. So you must have to do these questions, and these questions, the topic regarding these questions we have discussed in the previous lecture. 5.3, what is the field force? The gravitational pull of the earth acting on the body, whether the body is in contact with the earth or not, is called gravitation field force. The second question is 5.4, which is why earlier scientists could not guess about the gravitational force. The answer is earlier scientists could not guess the force of gravitation between two masses because it has very small value. It could only be detected only by very sensitive instruments which were not invented at that time. Then 5.5, how can you say that gravitational force is a field force? A gravitational force is a field force that exists in the space around every mass or group of masses. This field extends out in all the direction, but the magnitude of the gravitational force decreases as the distance from the object increases. So class, you have to do these questions in your notebook, right? This is the end of lecture. Thank you so much.